the glory was going to someone with David, not to himself. So it says Saul set up his camp at the road of Kakaiah Hill, across the Jeshurun. David was out in the desert and saw that Saul had come out into the desert after him. So David sent out spies to know for certain that Saul had come out after him again. And then David went to where Saul had set up his camp. David saw where Saul and Abner were sleeping. And Abner, son of Ner, was the commander of Saul's army. Saul was sleeping in the center of the circle of men that surrounded him. David talked to Ahimelech and the Hittite, and Abishai, son of the Zeruiah. And Abishai was Joab's brother. David talked to Ahimelech, to the Hittite, and Abishai, son of Zeruiah. And Abishai was Joab's brother. He would ask him, who would like to go down into the camp after me, after Saul? And Abishai answered, I'll go with you. And when night came, David and Abishai went to Saul's camp. Saul was asleep. In the middle of the circle of men, his spear was stuck into the ground near his head, and Abner and the other souls were asleep around Saul. Abishai said to David, today God has given your enemy to you. Let me pin Saul to the ground with his spear. I'll only do it once. You know, okay, how many times you gotta put a spear into someone's head to kill him? I'll only do it once. But David said to Abishai, don't kill Saul. Anyone who hurts the Lord's chosen king must be punished. Can you see David's heart here? Now, Saul was trying to kill David, and David had the opportunity to take Saul's life. But he says, don't kill Saul. As surely as the Lord lives, the Lord himself will punish Saul. Maybe Saul will die naturally, or maybe he'll be killed in battle. But I pray that the Lord never lets me hurt the Lord's chosen king. Now pick up the spear and a water jug by Saul's head. Let's go. So David took the spear and water jug that were near Saul's head, and then David and Abishai left Saul's camp. And no one knew what had happened. No one saw it. No one even woke up. Saul and all his soldiers slept because the Lord had put them into a deep sleep. And so David crossed over to the other side of the valley. He stood on top of the mountain across the valley from Saul's camp. David and Saul's camp were far apart. And David shouted to the army and to Abner, son of Ner, answer me, Abner! Abner answered, who are you? Why are you calling the king? David said, you are an important man, aren't you? You are better than any other man in Israel. Is that right? So why didn't you guard your master, the king? Ooh. You know what he's thinking, right? Oh man, he's getting me in trouble, right? Because I didn't guard the king. An ordinary man came into your camp to kill your master, the king. You made a big mistake, and as sure as the Lord is alive, you and your men should die, because you didn't protect your master, the Lord's chosen king. Look for the king's spear in the water jug that was near Saul's head. Where are they? Saul knew David's voice and said, is that your voice, David, my son? Now, does that sound like a prideful man? My son? David answered, yes, it is my voice. My Lord, my king. Sir, why are you chasing me? What wrong have I done? What am I guilty of? My Lord the king, listen to me. If the Lord has caused you to be angry with me, let him accept my offering. But if men cause you to be angry with me, I ask the Lord to curse them, because they have forced me to leave the land that the Lord gave me and told me to go serve other gods. Now don't make me die far away from the Lord's presence. The king of Israel has come out looking for a flea. You are like a man hunting partridges in the mountain. And then Saul said, David, my son, I have sinned. Come back. You see, the pride that Saul once had, he came to realize that his sinful nature took over. Today you show me that my life is important to you, so I won't try to hurt you. I have acted foolish. I have made a mistake. David answered, here is a king's spirit. Let one of your young men come here and get it. The Lord pays every man for what he does. He rewards him if he does right, and he punishes him if he does wrong. The Lord gave you to me today, but I wouldn't harm the Lord's chosen king. Today I showed you that your life is more important to me. In the same way, the Lord will show that my life is important to him. He will save me from every trouble. Then Saul said to David, God bless you, David, my son. You will do great things, and you will win. David went back on his way, and Saul went back. You see, the thing is that David was a man after God's heart. Not sinless. We know that he had his hard times. But he repented. But he was committed to doing it the Lord's way. How many times we tend to want to manipulate situations and don't do it God's way? We need to wake up as people of God and do it the Lord's way. In Mark 13 says, but about that day or hour no one knows. Not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only Father. Be on guard. Be alert. You do not know when the time will come. It is like a man going away. He leaves his house and puts his servants in charge, each with their assigned task. And tells the one at the door to keep watch. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back. Whether in the evening, or at midnight, or when the rooster crows, or at dawn. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back. If he comes suddenly, do not let him find you sleeping. And what I say to you, I say to everyone.